Fuck you, Nicki Minaj, you talentless whore! That felt good to say. Hey guys, welcome to Shots Vlogs, where I make fun of people and stuff for your amusement. Because it is a show now. Not really. But today, we talk about Nicki Minaj. Why is she big? Literally, like, why is that big? Like, whoa. That's a booty. But we've had enough people talk about her assets. Pun. And we can talk about her lack of talent and originality. Now at first, when Nicki Minaj came on the scene, I was like, an interesting female rapper who isn't totally horseshit. You know, I know a lot of female rappers that aren't bad, but she was, for a mainstream one, she was okay. You know, looking back at, you know, the old school Eve and Lil Kim and stuff like that, they're obviously miles ahead and way better, but for a new one to come out, I was like, okay, she's okay. But I was curious, how did she go anywhere? Now, she originally hit her big popularity after Bedrock came out, which she appeared to be completely a normal human being in. And other songs around that time where she was kinda she appeared to be normal. And then randomly, out of nowhere, she was like, I'm not getting the popularity I deserve, so I'm gonna go all Lady Gaga on people. Yes, personally, I think she totally ripped off Lady Gaga with going all weird. Now, Lady Gaga's original. She's the first one to do that kind of shit for a female person of this day and age. And I totally think she's got a shitload more talent and completely originality and creative, and she's a pretty talented chick. But I mean, like, for Nicki, she was okay, but she wasn't going anywhere. She wasn't gonna lift off as that normal chick. She had to do a bunch of fucked up shit to make herself look weird and have that two-personality thing where sometimes she's rapping normal and sometimes she has a thing where she always has that kind of same line. And she looks like she really wants to, like, eat dicks while she's speaking like that. And I'm not joking. She literally wants to go to every man around and just take a dick and just... Yes, like rip a dick off with her mouth and throw it in the woods. So, I would rather she not do that to me, but I'm just saying. Some guys might be into dick eating and then throwing it in said woods. But I personally think she has nothing to really bring to the table other than being catchy and being the in thing now. But you're gonna see her in Behind the Music a couple years from now and completely like tripped out of her mind because she realized she MC hammered it and spent all her money on drugs and then started snorting cocaine through a fire hose. I don't know why you'd use a fire hose to do that, I'm just saying. Also, recently, I was on a website where you basically can ask questions and kind of like the old Formspring, was it? And somebody said, who is the best rapper of all time, dead or alive? And a girl literally said, Nicki Minaj. And at that point, I wanted to shoot myself in the head twice to make sure I was done. Everybody in the comments was like flipping out, like saying, why not Tupac, why not Biggie? Which I have a Biggie poster right there. I'm not joking, it's right there. But to say she's the best at anything other than being an unoriginal, like just fucking slut whore is no. There are far many people today that are better rappers than she ever will be. No. So I suggest anybody who thinks she's amazing to shut the fuck up if you like her. No, you know, she's the in thing right now. She's pretty catchy. So I don't really mind if you're a fan of hers, you know, go for it. But if you think she's the best at anything, then you can go fuck yourself. And or fall into a creek when it's winter time and then like the ice broke, so you're like, help me, ah! Like in Mr. Deeds when Winona Ryder falls through the ice and she's like, I can't do it, oh my god. That was the best reenactment ever. Fucking Grammy. But I personally think that, you know, Nicki Minaj is talentless and she's a whore and she's got an ass I would totally eat off of, but as long as she doesn't speak during it. If she speaks, I'm gone. But I would totally like... That never happened. Don't even know. That didn't even happen. But I personally think she's not that good and she shouldn't have blown up like she did. But if you're a fan of hers, no, you know, I don't really mind. I'm a fan of things that people hate too. I mean, I'm a huge fan of dubstep and all my roommates don't like dubstep. You know how that feels? It feels kind of lame. But in hindsight, it's all okay. So, my question for you guys today is, do you think that she's, you know, a talentless whore, or do you think she's got something going for her? Leave it in the comments below. Also, if you feel like somebody else out there is in the limelight that really shouldn't be, and it says lime on my hat. If you think somebody else that's, you know, talentless is out there right now besides Soulja Boy and Lil B, because we already know about them. If you're based anything, shut the fuck up. Then tell me below. I would love to know who else is also a talentless fuck. Yeah, so that's all I had to say. I know this video came out a day late. I actually got a job yesterday. Like 2 days ago I went in for an interview and they were like, oh, I like you start tomorrow. So I was not anticipating that, I am sorry, but I might have to change up my schedule depending on, you know, how work goes in the future. By the way, I'm a sandwich artist now. I make sandwiches. But you know, with these man hands, you don't make sandwiches as good as the females do. So who knows how that'll turn out, right? I have to go eat a cake. Just kidding. If you eat a whole cake in one sitting, you're just fat, and I can't even do that. So if you can do that, then congrats to you. But anyway, off topic. Bye.